Hey, y'all, it is everybody's favorite Monday. Welcome to Macro Monday. And today on Macro Monday, we're going to be trying Guinness, brewed at St. James Gate Brewery in Dublin, Ireland. Thanks for joining us. Hey, everybody, it's just another Macro Monday. Appreciate you guys checking us out. Be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell so you can be notified of all of our Macro Mondays in the future, as well as any other videos that we drop out on YouTube. Also, check us out on social media. Links are below in the description. I got Jay, and Andy is yet again in his attic. Do you ever leave? I mean, is there a bathroom up there? These are all the questions that we're getting. I just haven't, shared them on the show yet. But no need to answer. But what are we going to be drinking today, boys?
Guinness.
Don't need to say anything else. That's it.
No. Does anything else need to be said? No, really. It's Guinness. It's a stout. Everybody knows it. Yeah. I mean, when you think of a stout, the first thing you think of is Guinness. Most people's first stouts, Guinness. And then what I find interesting, Guinness is amongst non-craft beer drinkers, and there's a lot that, that we know of. There's a lot of misconceptions out there to it. So let's crack and pour, and let's see how we each pour.
There we go. You straight up.
There's a couple. There's a traditional. There's the hard. And, Ben's going the hard pour.
I'd stop. Yes, and you get the flow there, which is so beautiful and intoxicating. So side note here, I had a dachshund that was a black and tan, so named him Guinness. So cheers to Guinness. He left us about a year ago, so definitely miss him, but
that was a well-traveled dog.
It was.
That was a work dog.
He went to work every day. We bought him in New York City where we picked him up, and he came back home to Mississippi. So, yep. So cheers to Guinness as well with this one.
Did we wait the customary 108 seconds, 118 seconds? I can't remember the amount of time. You get an oi from down the bar. No drinking yet.
I know. So what's a piece of nerd out
there's
information?
You're going to get the whole pie.
I don't want the whole pie. I want just enough. So
a little piece while we're waiting for this.
Yeah.
Well, it's a part of the misconceptions. Everybody sees it, or everybody, the non-in-the-know people, they think it's this heavy. They say, "Oh, Motorol." It's very light. It's a session style beer. It's less. It's 4.2%. It's made to drink multiples in a setting while you're socializing with your mates, things like that, and so that you're not ripped, and you can walk away and go about your business after that. Only 45 IBUs, but you pick up no type of bitter on this.
Yeah. All right. I'm tired of looking at it. I'm ready to drink it.
Cheers, man. You can drink Cheers, that. Mate. Cheers, man.
Oh, yeah. So good.
Yeah, so it gets its wonderful color like most stouts. It's by roasted barley and roasted malts. It's technically under the class of porter. We went into this a little bit back in porters, and we gave some information when we did Harp. But it is the most widely consumed stout in the world, best-selling stout, at 1.8 billion pints every year, over 10 million glasses of Guinness beer consumed every day.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So, as we mentioned in the harp, I'll go back over some of that information. Sir Arthur Guinness founded the brewery in 1759. And on December 31st, 1759, that's when he signed the 9,000-year lease at 45 pounds per year. Now, that has since been voided because they bought the property many years ago. But it's still at the same site on St. James Gate Brewery there in St. James Gate, Dublin, in Ireland.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's definitely on my bucket list, if you will, to make it to St. James Gate one day. Hopefully,
you won't ever get to see them brew there, but you'll go through some, like a little museum part, they say. So, as we showed on harp, the Guinness symbol is a harp. The harp is actually the official emblem of the national emblem of Ireland. It's found on passports and coins there. Here in the States, we do, when we flip a coin, say heads or tails. Over there, they say heads or harps.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yep. So the harp became part of the label in 1862. And in 1886, it was the largest brewery in the world. No longer holds that title, but at least they were number one at one time.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to imagine somebody producing and distributing and selling more than Guinness from a just number standpoint. I mean, it's everywhere, right? Hey, if we can get it in Mississippi, it's got a wide distribution at that point. But yeah, all in all, I'm gonna tip my hat a little bit here, but all in all, fantastic.
Yeah,
fantastic beer.
They do have some breweries in other countries. They no longer have a brewery here in the United States. They used to brew some here. Not sure where, but it may be at Baltimore because they had a Baltimore blonde beer.
Yeah, they have a tap room in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go up there for work sometimes, and saw it on the map last time. It's actually not too far from the airport, but did not make it by there.
Blonde.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it right there.
What is that?
This is the Baltimore Blonde.
Shiny.
Yeah.
The nitrogen was not introduced into the beer until 1959. Wow. So it was the draft that we see, written on the label. That did not come to be until 1959. Before that, it was just Guinness Stout. And then you have your extra foreign stout, or extra stout and extra foreign stout. And those were developed depending on how far they had to export the beer so that it would stay preserved.
Wow.
Yeah. So Arthur Guinness never even had the nitrogen beer. He just had just the regular stout.
I have to say he missed out a little bit.
He missed out. Yeah. Maybe born too early.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm assuming that's it from the nerd out section, given that that you stopped talking there. So
I am fatigued. Yeah.
Thirsty. That's what you are. Thirsty.
I mean, I've already
you
had half of it. Multitasking.
All right. Well, let's go around and rate this. I'm going to go first for a change. Guinness is absolutely one of my favorite beers. It's kind of honestly like an everyday beer for me. As we're trying craft beers, you can only have so many craft beers in one sitting, and so I typically like to have if it's Friday night, I might have one craft beer, and then I may follow that up with a Guinness or two. Guinness to me is a fantastic beer. I do prefer the pint cans with the widget. I know that's not necessarily what we're reviewing here today, but this is right there with it. I love Guinness. Guinness is fantastic. If you have never tried a Guinness or you think it's motor oil, you need to go get one right now and try one. I give it a 9.5.
Wow. Almost to the point of perfection.
Almost.
Yeah.
I think I'd give it a 10 if I were in Dublin at the St. James Gate and they're pouring the Guinness from the draft right there. I mean, that's got to be a 10. I don't know if I don't think it probably couldn't get any better in life right there.
I find Guinness to be Old Faithful. It's an easy, always reliable, and it's just so smooth. And I don't know, I could drink it all day, every day, because it's so light and it's easy going. And this is what I judge stouts by. It's like the base, because, you can do Guinness is used for the black and tans, black and reds, all those other combinations. And it's what all these other stouts that we try, and they add the different lactose, the milk stouts and the coffee stouts, and then they barrel age, but it all starts with the stout. And my stout that I consider is a Guinness, and
What's your standard?
It's the peak, and I give it a 9. Guinness is the tops of the stouts for me. It's a 9.
So that's your standard bearer, what you compare everything else to. And it makes sense. I mean, it's been around forever. So, I mean, even when we were all growing up, it was there. So, I always get surprised every time I try one, which I don't drink this regularly. So I'll be fair and honest with you. It's always amazing to me, kind of like when we had Coors Banquet. That was surprising to me. It was actually refreshing. This one, I'm always surprised at how light it is. Like you guys said, I mean, it's dark. You expect it to be thick, heavy. No, it's light. It's almost, I won't say crisp, but it's one that you can drink several of because of the low ABV and whatnot. You'd also, a lot of stouts, you expect a lot more smokiness or flavor to them like that. You don't have anything that's overpowering. So, that said, it's not a regular for me. I'm not a big stout guy like Ben, not being a big IPA guy. I do think this is a standard bearer for most, and I'd rate it fair and balanced at the 8.5.
All right, cue the fireworks. That will give us a 9 flat for Guinness, brewed at St. James Gate Brewery in Dublin, Ireland. Absolutely fantastic beer. We're putting it on the Hopped Up Beer Review Wall of Fame because it's above 8.5. Anything above 8.5 will go on the Wall of Fame. And you get that cool little graphic now that you guys are seeing on the screen. Absolutely fantastic beer. Do not let the darkness of Guinness fool you. Go out and try it. If you haven't had it recently or ever, be sure to pick it up. Give it a shot. It is absolutely great.
Yeah. That's our
Happy
first
Macro Monday.
Yeah, macro. That made the wall.
There you go. I didn't even think about that.
Guinness
Macro
first
Monday
macro.
on the wall.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it's
Another
very,
first
very
for
deserving.
Guinness. Yeah.
There you go. I'm sure. I'm sure we got a plaque or something to send them, right? They can put up on the wall.
That brewery's that museum's big enough. I think they can squeeze us in there somewhere.
If nothing else, the next time one of us go there, we'll have to print something out and take it. Stand next to it.
Slap it up on the wall.
Here's the Hopped Up Beer Review where they put it up on the wall.
Put the double-sided tape and stick it up there.
It's going to be front and center. Whatever the focal point of the museum is going to be, obviously that's going to be it.
Guinness got 6 thumbs up.
That's right. For Andy in the attic and Ben, you guys go get a Guinness. Check us out on social media in the link below. Cheers, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.